Well, markets are set to close higher a day before the final Fed meeting of the year. Now we're joined by Jason Weisberg of Seaport Securities. Jason, how do you interpret the sentiment in markets today? Is it investors saying that we're unlikely to see tapering this month, or that we might see tapering but that markets can withstand it?
I think the markets are telling us that we'll probably see some tapering maybe in January. I don't think we're going to see any big moves from the Fed or indications from the government as a whole as to economic direction. I think the markets are really acting. They're acting autonomously of the governments at this point. There's not much legislation in the way. They've resolved the budget issue, at least for the time being. I think that we're really looking at retail numbers and people doing some window dressing that have maybe underperformed the market year to date. People are probably clearing the decks and maybe getting ready for vacation.
Okay. Now, how are volumes going into the year end?
They've been a little light. They've been lightening, but we've had light volume, historically light volume this entire year, with the exception of these huge, percentage point move days, I would call them. 1 to 2% moves. The volume's been really anemic all year long. I imagine that'll carry out through the end of this year. Maybe we'll have some tax selling at the end of the year, but I don't expect to see much of it then. I think people have actually done a lot of tax selling already. And I think that waiting for the last week for bargains might not happen as it has happened in years past.
Okay. And just finally, we're down so far for the month. Are there any catalysts which might see us end up for December?
I imagine that the jury's still out on where we end the month, and I would imagine it will close at or near the highs for the year.
Thank you, Jason. That was Jason Weisberg of Seaport Securities, and I'm Jane Searle for TheStreet.